Yes, my people, welcome back to the channel. Um, my last video, I outlined the US 30 method. And this is the setup I use pretty much every single day. It's a very simple trading plan. You can consistently make 3 to 5K a month, with enough practice. And then in the comments, a lot of people were asking for a backtesting video. So I'm gonna do a very quick backtesting video. This is how I backtest. This is how I do it. I know a lot of people pay for really expensive software to backtest and do this and do that. It's not necessary. Backtesting does not have to be complicated with a spreadsheet and this and that. The more you complicate things, the harder it is to stick to them. So this is how I keep it super simple. Our trading plan is on the right. I love to keep my trading plan on the screen in front of me at all times. It just helps me stay a lot more disciplined with my trading. So we're on the charts on the 1 minute time frame. I'm gonna quickly backtest this strategy on the past week. 90% of these trades are trades I've actually taken because I was trading this week. Um, so first thing we do is we check the news. We see on Monday the 27th, was there any news? There's news for JPY. There's news for Europe. Nothing really too relevant to US 30. So we not really stressing about the news. We mark out we on the 1 minute time frame. We mark out US market open line at 1 p.m. We've got our line at 1 p.m. over here. Cool. This is where I'll start looking for my trade. So we mark out our low and our high just before US market open. So, and I know this is hindsight trading, but this is literally like this setup is so simple, and this is how I backtested this setup because you want to get a feel for the charts, and this is how I suggest you guys backtest it. So you want to mark out your low, oh my days, your low and your high just before market open, right? Just like so. We then want to mark out any interesting fair value gaps, um, or order blocks. So let us use this. Are there any interesting fair value gaps? There's a fair value gap here. I'd say that's the only interesting fair value gap. And then on the 1 minute time frame, so mark out order blocks and or fair value gaps from market open onwards. So from market open, this is our fair value gap of interest. You could also mark this out as an order block, roughly. Um, okay. And then we are literally waiting for the low or the high to get swept. So we see here the high gets swept. We then wait for a retracement into our PD array. We retrace. So you can see here, let me show you guys with the arrow. So you can see swept our high, retraced into our fair value gap, and then you can see here break of structure to the upside. So over here, as soon as I see this break of structure, let me use the drawing. Where's the drawing tool? Okay. So as soon as I see this break of structure to the upside, so you see we've got lower high, then we've got a higher high. I am immediately going long. So I am immediately going long around here. Stop loss just below the fair value gap. And then I'm always targeting 1.5 RR as my first TP. So this is a trade you would have taken. As soon as I hit 1.5 RR, I'm moving my stop loss to break even, and then letting it play out. In that case, I probably would have gotten stopped out again, but I would have taken partial profits. So this to me is a win. We then break through the fair value gap. We retrace back into the fair value gap and we break through it this time. And as soon as I see this happen, as soon as I see us break through the fair value gap this time, I'm again targeting, I'm putting this just below the fair value gap. I'm targeting the opposite side liquidity. So I'm targeting here for 2.5 RR. So this is literally how the setup works. I'm waiting for both the high and the low to get swept. Now, as soon as this low gets swept, I'm taking my hands off the charts for the day. That's it. My trading is done for the day. I hope that makes sense. As soon as the high, let me write that down. As soon as, let me move this. So, as soon as the high and low get swept, I am done trading for the day. Period. I hope that makes sense. Don't get greedy and start looking for more trades. That's how you ruin everything for yourself. Trading is so simple. This setup is so easy. It literally presents itself every day. Someone in the comments asked me for a sell side example. Here's your sell side example. You could literally have taken both the buy side and the sell side trade. If you look here, wait, actually, let me get rid of this arrow. We're following the trading plan step by step. You can see we marked out our high and low. We waited for the high to get taken. We waited for a retracement into our fair value gap. As soon as we retraced into our fair value gap, if you look at step number 9 over here, so step number 9, observe the reaction of the PD If we bounce off, then we enter in the original direction. We bounced off, so we enter in the original direction. Hence our long trade over here. 1.5 RR is your first TP. You would have taken a W, partial profits. We're now waiting to sweep the sell side. As soon as we come back into the PD array. As soon as we break through the PD array, so as soon as we break through the fair value gap, we know we are most likely going to target sell side liquidity. And so we go short, hence the short position. You would have you could have gone all the way down to 1 to 4, 1 to 4.5 RR. I'm never that greedy. I'm pretty conservative, so I would have gone 1 to 3. And that is it for the day. We go to the next day. I'm just going to show you guys really rapid. Backtesting doesn't have to be complicated. Backtesting is super easy. This setup is really easy. Trading does not have to be hard. You don't need no fancy indicators and this and that and analysis. And bro, relax. Relax. Trading is easy. Just, you feel me? Just backtest. Just use your brain. It's pretty intuitive. Right. Next example. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's follow the trading plan. Again, so this is the Tuesday, 28th of May. First things first, check the news. Tuesday. All right. We got news at 2 p.m. We got news at 3 p.m. This is a red one, so, you know, you probably wouldn't want to be holding a trade at 3 p.m. I don't really care about this one, though. Okay, cool. So we mark out 1 p.m., which is when we're looking at the charts from. We mark out recent high and low. Here's our low. Here's our high. So you're probably around here. Yeah, I'd say that's where I'd mark it. There's no. All right, I realized my audio turned off. So Tuesday, 28th of May, the next day, we've checked the news. We're on the charts. We've marked out our low, and we've marked out our high. We then also mark out our most recent PD array that is closest to 1 p.m. onwards. That's this fair value gap over here. So we've marked out our fair value gap. I'll even label it for you guys. Fair value gap. Right. We wait for buy side or sell side to get swept. So we see here, buy side gets swept, and then we wait for our retracement. So let me use the arrow just to make this clear. So sell side gets swept. Buy side gets swept. We retrace into our fair value gap. We then observe the reaction of the fair value gap. We can clearly see that there is a massive rejection or a massive bounce off the fair value gap with this wick. You can see it is so clear. This massive wick over here. We're gonna bounce off it. So for me here, I'm immediately going long. You can see from the trading plan, 9.1. If we bounce off, then we enter in the original direction. Okay, so I'm going long, following the trading plan. I'm going long here. Where am I putting my stop loss? Just below the fair value gap. What am I targeting? 1 to 1.5. Being pretty conservative for my first TP. 1 to 2 could have been your second TP. And you would have just caught it. Another dub. We then wait. Okay, so you've taken your profits there. Now we come back to our fair value gap again, which again, you could also say this is an order block as well. So let's get rid of this. You can see, where's our tool? Cool. So we've got this again, is now an order block as well. Now we retrace back into the order block. We reject the order block. You can see here, we've rejected the order block. What does that mean? That probably means we're now going to sweep sell side. As soon as I see a rejection of this order block and this fair value gap, what am I doing? I'm going short because it probably means we're targeting sell side. Stop loss just above, targeting 1 to 1.5 / 1 to 2. So for me, probably 1 to 2 is realistic, and that is your sell side. Bam, another W. It's so simple. We could do this every single day. It's the same play. You know, there is a win rate. Obviously, the win rate isn't 100%. There is no such thing as a 100% win rate. But this is how you backtest. And I hope this makes sense. I hope this helps. I'm still pretty new to this YouTube thing, but I hope I'm bringing you guys value because I'm genuinely providing all of this free of charge. All I want is for you guys to like, subscribe, leave any feedback in the comments. Let me know let me know what you guys think. I'll be launching a community soon because a lot of you guys have been asking for it. And yeah, like trading is so simple, and I feel like everyone on YouTube, everyone online just makes it so complicated, and it doesn't have to be. It's mad simple. Just relax, slow down. This shit is easy. Calm down. You feel me? You got your trading plan here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope this helps. Peace.